Thank you so much for joining us for Fridays at the studio. I am Kathleen Calais, the Artistic Director of ATC Studios, and it is my supreme honor to be hosting this evening for you all tonight. For those of you who don't know us, ATC Studios is a 501c3, and we've been around for 32 years. As a 501c3, we so gratefully appreciate any donations of any amount, because after all charities do depend on donations. So please, 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 if you possibly can, do donate. The fastest way to do that is through Venmo at ATC Studios. You can also go through our website, www.atcstudios.org, and the donate button is right there on the homepage. Facebook.com/ATC Studios, and we even have a GoFundMe page. We are currently scheduling these readings all through 2023. So if you'd like to be kept up to date on what's coming up, and these readings are free, by the way. Yes, donations are gratefully accepted, but these donations are part of our mission, and they are presented free to the public. It is as a service to the playwright and as a gift to the public. So if you would like to be kept up to date with that, please join our email newsletter list. And you can do that. Just go to our website, go to the About Us tab, and then pull down to mailing list. So we're about to get going. Tonight's offering is The Boys in the Basement by John N. Frank. It is directed by Michael Susko, and The Boys in the Basement features Jessica Albano, Doug Andrews, Paul Carrazzone, Neal Hallinan, Sean Jordan, Wilson Verzosa, and Pamela Yachouh. This full-length comedy runs about an hour and a half, and we will have a brief intermission in between the two acts. For our video audiences, we will only be pausing for about 15 seconds. Let's begin. The Boys in the Basement, a play in 2 acts by John N. Frank. The setting, a suburban apartment building occupied primarily by divorced men. Most of the scenes take place in the basement, just outside the laundry room, where the men gather to drink beer and talk about women. The time is 1993. Act 1, Scene 1. A tiny, dank efficiency apartment, poorly lit, perhaps with a single bare bulb, a few suitcases around, and 2 men in the scene, the landlord and the rookie.
This is it?
That's right. This is it. $785 a month, and you pay the utilities.
Really? This is the apartment? Where are all the rooms?
You're in the rooms, or room, that is. It's an efficiency apartment, Einstein. That means 1 room. This is a big efficiency, actually. There's a separate kitchen back there and a walk-through closet to get to your bathroom.
So I have to walk through a closet just to get to the bathroom.
What's wrong with that? Oh, missing your big house down the street. Well, this is where you live now, buddy. That is, if you have $1,575 for the first month's rent and the security deposit.
Whatever, this is only temporary. It's only temporary, and this isn't where I'm supposed to live. I don't know. Maybe I should look around some more first.
That'd be my guess, Mac. But you won't find a better deal in this town. I'm the only one around here who will rent to you guys. The only one. Ask around, you'll see.
Us guys? What are you talking about?
You know damn well what I'm talking about. All you divorced guys want to stay in town after you lose your fancy houses, your fancy cars. You all want to stay around to see your little kids, but you're deadbeats now, retrobates.
Term is reprobates, not retro.
Oh, smart guy, huh? I'm not smart enough to stay married though, are you? No money, no families. Most landlords won't take you guys in, but I've got a soft spot for you. Yeah, I'm a real vegetarian when it comes to you guys.
Vegetarian? You mean humanitarian? Say, Mr. Humanitarian, how about painting it?
Painting what?
This place?
The whole place?
Yeah, shouldn't be that hard. It's just one room.
It's an efficiency with a separate kitchen and a bathroom.
Oh, yeah, that wonderful bathroom in the closet. How about you paint all of this for me?
You must be dreaming, buddy. I said I had a soft spot for you guys, but that spot isn't in my head, if you get my drift.
So, can I paint it?
You? You know how to paint? You've probably been hiring painters for years. You think?
I know how to paint. I used to paint when I first got out of school, all right?
Oh, so painting will be nostalgic for you. Well, be my guest. Like I said, I got a spot for you guys.
Yeah, real soft spot. I'll see. Like I said, this is only temporary, okay? So who else lives here anyway? What type of tenants you got?
Not too good a listener, are you? I told you, divorce guys, floors and floors of divorced guys. You'll have a lot of common with them.
No, I won't. I told you.
Oh, sure, you told me only temporary, like I never heard that before. You look like you could use a drink, buddy. Come on, I'll take you downstairs, meet some of the boys. They're likely there this time of night.
You keep boys in the basement? What kind of place is this?
Whoa, whoa, you don't really listen, do you? Is that what your old lady said too? I'm talking about the guys who live here. They get together for beers in the storage room just outside the laundry room some nights. Watch a few games, BS with each other. Come on, you need to relax a little bit.
I guess. It's been a long day. I could use a drink.
The lights go down. Scene 2. Lights up. A large room with tables for folding laundry, some clotheslines with various pieces of men's clothing hanging to dry, chairs, and one large chair in which player sits to regale others with his stories. As landlord and rookie walk in, player is telling a story to Whiz Kid and the lawyer.
She's in hysterics now, pleading with the guy. Please, please help me. I don't know what to do. The car's running and the keys are locked inside. I'm so worried about the car. What should I do? How can I stop it? The guy says, Madam, let me get this straight. The keys are in the car? Yes, she sobs. And you're in the car talking to me? Yes, yes, I am. So he thinks about this for a second and he tells her, okay, now calmly reach over to the keys. Do you see them in the ignition lock? Yes, yes, I see them, she says. Okay, now hold them and turn the car off. Oh, thank you so much. I don't know what I would have done without you. No problem, he says. That's why we're here at Blonde Star. Blonde Star. You get it? Blonde Star.
Blonde Star. I love that story. I love it more every time you tell a player.
Yeah, great story, player. Great story.
Excuse me, gents. You have a new member for this broken men's club of yours. Meet
Rookie. We'll call him Rookie. See, everyone gets a new name, a fresh start here. Welcome. Sit down, have a drink, and tell us your tale of woe.
Tale of woe?
Yeah, tale of woe. Getting divorced, right? Or you're already there. I've been divorced twice. Player here, twice like me.
Well, hey, I'm nothing like you, Mr. Lawyer Man. Real women want me.
So how about the two that dumped you? They weren't real?
You have no idea.
What about you? You look too young for a divorce.
Oh, I'm not divorced. I've never been married, never been. I'm just happy to be with all the guys, you know?
An admirer. Can you believe it?
Well, more like an acolyte, really. Trying to absorb all our collective wisdom so he can finally conquer the fairer sex.
I love it when you talk about sex, player. Can you tell me about the Asian twins again?
You are not ready to hear the whole Asian twin story, kid. Not nearly ready. But there they were, like goddesses emerging from the clouds on a rainy day in Chicago. I opened the train station doors, and there they were, just waiting for me to sweep them up into... You're not ready. Just put them on your to-do list. Screw Asian twins. Get player to tell me how. Got it?
Got it. Got it.
Good. But right now, I'm talking about the wooing, the cooing, and the hunt that every man yearns for deep in his loins.
Oh, brother, there you go again. Those loins have gotten you into trouble more than once, brother.
Yeah, and they've also got me more action than you can imagine, old man.
Oh, man. At least I don't go home to an empty bed every night.
Oh, no, you go home to the snoring queen of North America. You ever notice how she's always asleep when you get home, even when it's like 5 in the afternoon?
You have no idea what I go home to. And the only thing this kid is learning from you is how to chug beer.
Indeed. A key man skill. Get the rookie a beer.
Yeah, rookie. Here, have a beer. So what's your story?
Story? I have no story. Just needed a place to stay for a bit till we work some things out. That's all.
You mean until the divorce is finalized?
I'm not getting divorced. We're just separating for a bit, all right?
That's right. The
Mm.
rookie is just separated. That's all. You all know how that is.
All right, I'll take 5 months.
3.
2.
I believe them. They're gonna work it out.
Kid, have I taught you nothing? Nothing? Separated is just women speak for, I need time to get a lawyer, put all the money in my name, and get the locks changed before you figure out what I'm doing.
Hey, wait a minute. What the hell do you know about me and my wife?
Your ex-wife. More than you, rookie, a lot more. 2 divorces have taught me a lot more than you'll ever know.
2 for me too. But I'm still on good terms with the second one.
Good enough that he screws her whenever she calls him for some, whenever the new hubby is away.
You don't know the half of it, so you can shut your mouth. We still have feelings for each other. It's just that our families, they just can't get along. That's it.
Didn't her mother try to run you over with her wheelchair?
That story has been blown way out of proportion.
Run over twice?
Stop it. Just stop. My ex and I still have strong feelings for each other.
Right, and that's why she went back to her first ex and dumped you after he hit the lottery.
That is complicated, and after all, it was Powerball.
Well, I bet he was. You know, women love those power balls, the winners.
You guys have it all wrong. I'm telling you, we just need some time to think and work things out. That's all. My wife, she found a marriage counselor we're going to see. This is all temporary. I'm telling you.
I hope it is, rookie, for your sake. Marriage can be a wonderful thing. Wonderful thing. Although I'm the only one here who knows how to make one work.
Please, brother. What do you think your wifey is up to while you're here drinking with us?
She's gardening. That's what she loves, that garden. Tells me she needs time to herself for gardening classes and to go look for bulbs and things.
You sure she's not just looking for someone to plant his seed?
You're a bastard player, a real bastard.
How do you put up with this guy?
Oh, haven't you been listening? He's my brother. I've had to put up with him my whole life.
And you're a better man for it. Without me, you never would have gotten that broad to marry you.
All right. Thank you for all your advice, brother. You're a regular Hugh Hefner when it comes to knowing women.
Do not take Hef's name in vain. To Hef.
The half.
A half.
Never forget what that man did for us. None of you.
What did he do? He started a magazine we could all jerk off to in college?
What do you mean in college?
That's only a small part of it, my boy. A small part.
And smaller for some than others.
Well put, lawyer. Well put. Hey, that's your clever remark for this month. No. He did something far greater than that. Far greater.
Yeah. You tell him, player. Tell him.
The magnificent heaven did what men had been trying to do since the time of Adam and Eve, since the creation. He got women to think casual sex was okay.
It's a
The
half.
half.
Oh, they're at it again, Chrissy. The beer's flowing and they're probably toasting Hugh Hefner. Hello, player.
Madam, a little respect for a great man. How are you charming ladies doing tonight?
Good, player. We're good. How are you? How's Poochie?
Bucci?
She's wonderful. Fine. napping now as usual, which is why I'm here with my mates, relaxing and enjoying the company.
That's nice, player.
Hello, Aloysius.
Hi, you.
That kid is a lost cause when it comes to that one.
I see you all have a new playmate for your little romper room here. Hi, I'm Sarah. Are you moving into the building?
Yeah, I am. Just moved in today, in fact. But
In fact, or in desperation? Another guy getting a divorce?
no, I'm only separated. All right, we're working it out.
Really? Well, I wish you luck. You certainly don't want to end up like that guy.
Hi, Sarah. Not fair. And what have I ever done to you? I'm not a reprobate like you call us.
That's reprobate, dear. And I think I heard your phone ringing when I went by your apartment. Maybe it's your ex saying she's ready for you?
Really? I'm gonna have to go to check. Maybe she left a message. Maybe she...
I rest my case. Come on, Chrissy. Let's get our laundry done.
Hey, the machines are all yours, ladies. Have a wonderful evening.
You too, Claire. Thanks so much.
Let's go.
I thought you only rented to men.
Anyone who has the green is okay with me, mister. I just said no one else would rent to you, divorced guys.
I'm not divorced.
Everyone starts out saying that. Didn't you hear us betting on you?
Yeah, I wondered what everyone was talking about.
We were betting on how many months it would be until she starts the divorce proceedings.
So does anyone ever take never? You guys just don't get it, do you? We're just having some stress right now, all right? Some family stuff. Everyone goes through it. We're gonna work it out. She just needed some space, okay?
And when did she tell you that, sport? When you were trying to drive the old sausage home one night? Or maybe a night after you hadn't done it in so long you had forgotten your way around.
How'd you know?
Claire knows.
Listen, it's tough to have sex once you have kids, all right? You have to plan special times, hope the kids fall asleep.
I used to drug them.
What?
Yeah, little schnapps in their milk at night. Put them right out. And they never slept so good. That was the first marriage.
Can I finish? Anyway, she must have just been tired of something. She started weeping and
Take note, kid. There's a sign your marriage is over. You start taking your wife's clothes off and she starts crying.
My wife cries tears of joy when she sees me naked.
Hey, those aren't tears of joy, brother. You forget. I've seen you naked too.
Brothers are the strangest. What, you shower together? I get out of this building as soon as you can, rookie.
you can say that again. I can't wait to get out of this place. I'm headed upstairs to my
To your rundown apartment that needs painting? Hang out a while with us. Enjoy your beer.
oh, well, I don't know, maybe you're right. But no more talking about my marriage, all right? You got it?
Whatever you like. You're the rookie. Hey, maybe instead you like to hear about the time I had sex for 21 straight days with the Swedish flight attendant.
I don't love this guy.
Let's go, Chrissy.
Lights down. Scene 3. Lights up. A week later in the basement hangout, Player, WizKid, and the landlord are drinking beer. Rookie walks in, sullen and depressed, grabs a beer from the fridge, and plops into a chair.
What's up, rookie? How's life treating you?
Take a look, kid. How do you think life's treating him? Had a rough day, rookie? Meet with the counselor today to save your marriage?
Please.
What happened?
I don't know. Turns out it was all set up. I got there thinking we would talk about our troubles, and this asshole counselor starts telling me how courageous my wife is to finally decide to leave me.
What did I say? Come on, pay up, everyone.
I can't believe you got the double or nothing bet. Counselor tells him it's over. How do you know that was coming?
Experience, my brother. Experience. And because women have no sense of chivalry, done.
What?
You know what I'm talking about. Men develop this code of chivalry, the concept of being a good winner, a good sport, we call it nowadays. of not rubbing their nose in it when you stomp someone into the ground and take all their women for your harem. Women have no such tradition. When they humiliate you, they want witnesses. They want to revel in it. Be sure to feel it. You feel all the pain, but all of it.
Yeah, tell me about it. So he has two other people come in at that point, other counselors, he says, so we can keep everything civil since she told him I have a temper.
Right. Like he wants you to just roll over and play dead while she picks your pockets, cut off your balls, and kick you to the curb.
Exactly. Yeah, just like that.
So what'd you do, rookie? Did you hand her the shears and roll over?
Hell no. I said, you know what you can do with your being civilized? You can stick it straight up your fucking ass.
Way to go. That deserves a drink.
That's right. Way up your ass. You and that bitch you're fronting for. So then he tries to calm me down. Tells me I don't have the full picture yet. Seems my wife's been banging the neighbor man for months and they're in love now.
Son of a bitch. How the hell did you see that one coming?
Easy. She asks him to move out so she can think. Please. All women like that is thinking is how to screw this poor guy out of his dreams.
You can say that again. Our neighbor's wife had been dying of cancer. Cancer for 4 months. My wife would go over to comfort her, not him.
Sounds like he was getting his too. He must have played it just right.
True, true. The dying wife for sex gambit. It's risky, but when it works, watch out. Especially with some uptight housewife who has been frigid for years with her own husband. Hey, well, no offense, rookie.
None taken. You're on the money again. You know, I should get some of those winnings you collected, shouldn't I? I'm the one actually going through this.
Well, you had your chance to bet like everyone else.
Well, yeah, whatever happened to chivalry?
Why, of course. Where are my manners? Thank you so much, rookie, for helping me line my pockets today. I'd love to stay and raise a bottle with you, but time to walk Poochie.
Yeah, I should be doing some programming. I'm out of here too.
And me too. 4C needs some plumbing fix, so I'm headed up there.
Oh, hello. Where are the rest of the Rover boys? I just came down here to get some shoes for my storage locker.
They left to do things, I guess. I got nothing to do.
Why?
Because my wife dumped me. That's why.
Player was right.
Yes, player was right.
Hey, I'm sorry. I mean, do you want to talk about it?
What do you mean?
Talk about it. You know, tell me how you're feeling.
The guys didn't ask that.
Of course not. Men banter, women talk about feelings. Look, you and I don't know each other very well, but I'm willing to listen. Look, I know what it is to need a shoulder to lean on.
Gee, thanks. I appreciate it.
So how long have you been married?
16 years. And we dated for 4 years before that. We met in college. I was a complete nerd back in those days. Plus, I was in ROTC.
Didn't get a lot of dates then, did you?
Yeah, you could say that. Usually girls just agreed to go out with me to make their boyfriends jealous. That's why when I met my wife, man, she had the greatest long hair in those days. I thought I died and gone to heaven. And when she went out with me for more than 3 dates in a row, I was sure we were going to get married, which we did. And it was all going just like I planned. Go to college, find a wife, get married, you know?
Yeah, but we can't always plan our lives like that.
Why not? I mean, damn, this marriage, it can't be over. I want my family back, my wife, my children, my house, the cars. I worked so hard for all of this. 16 years I worked. It can't all be gone. It can't.
Well, is there a chance you can maybe talk to her about it? You know, maybe meet with a counselor?
A counselor is what got me in trouble to begin with. I don't know. Maybe there's
no chance in hell, rookie. She slept with your neighbor. She crossed the Rubicon. There's no turning back from that.
Player, some people can forgive. Some people.
Oh, really? Now you're all forgiving. Now? Where was that when you...
That's enough, player. We're talking about this man's life.
As you wish, madam. It's not gonna happen, Loki. I'm just being straight with you. It's time for you to start moving on.
Moving on. How exactly do I move on from my children, huh? From all my dreams?
Your children aren't yours anymore, Rookie. Get used to it. They're hers now. No court in the state will give you custody. So if you're lucky, you'll see them twice a month, and they'll come to think of you like an uncle or a distant cousin.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Listen to him, Rookie. Player knows all about losing your children.
Hey, shut up, lawyer man. Just shut it.
Go ahead, ask him. Ask him what happened to his kids. Ask him how often.
It was a no-win hand, lawyer. A no-win hand. Maybe if you understood that, you wouldn't be running to your second wife every time her pussy heats up.
You know.
What the hell are you guys talking about? Player, what happened to your kids?
It was like I said, a no-win hand. You have to know the odds and play your hand accordingly, Rookie. That's the most important thing to learn.
What?
The kids from my first marriage, they heard nothing but crap about me from the time they could talk. So of course they came to hate me. They're grown now. I never hear from them. They think I'm the devil incarnated thanks to their bastard mother. It takes a strong woman not to use her kids as weapons in a divorce. Most aren't that strong.
My God, man.
Yes, that's what you get for cheating on your wife with the Italian fitness instructor.
Any man would have done that. What are the odds of having sex with a magnificent, beautiful fitness expert known worldwide? How many of those are there? This one had implants bigger than Sicily and Sardinia. I could not live with myself if I passed on that.
Player, please, how did I ever stop that story right now?
So in the second marriage, we weren't supposed to have kids. We agreed before the wedding, but she was 20 years younger than me. So when she hit 30, she got the urge. You don't want to stand in the way of a woman in her motherhood calling.
Maybe you do, assuming you're pointing the right way.
So I agreed. Before I know it, the kid is 3 and the wife is shacking up with a coworker, telling me our ages are too far apart.
Wow. That's rough, man.
Yeah, well, luckily for me at that point, I was already sleeping with an Indian dance pro I'd met. So at least I had a fallback.
Talking about the Indian dance pro? Tell me about her moves again, player.
She had moves right out of the Kama Sutra, kid. They invented kinky sex, the Indians did. They had no problem talking about it either, until the Brits came over and shut them up for a few centuries. They were way ahead of porn videos, those Indians.
I want to go to India someday, player.
I'm sure you do, kid, but when you go, remember my rule about women.
Which one, player? I want to make sure I have it written down.
The most important one. When it comes to screwing chicks, you should always think in threes.
I like the way this is sounding.
Not that, kid. Although I admire your ambition. No, the 3 I'm talking about is have 1 you're with, 1 you're warming up, and a 3rd as a prospect. That way, as you turn them over, there's always a fresh one ready to go.
My God. So, do you see your latest child now?
Nah. When the ex remarried, the new husband sued to adopt her. He told the court it'd be better for her to have a complete family instead of a father here and the mother 40 miles away when they moved to another suburb on the other side of the city.
And this bum didn't even fight it. Didn't even go to court to argue against it.
Well, it's a no-win, brother, a no-win. The judge was a woman. She would have laughed me out of there. It's better walk away with something.
Yeah. You walked away with no more child support. Pretty sweet deal. Sold your daughter for some chump change.
Hey, keep it up, brother. You're going to find out who the chump is.
You guys are all nuts. This is not what my life is going to be. All right. No one is taking my children, stripping them of my name. That's fucking crazy. Sarah's right. I have to hold on. I have to fight for this. First thing tomorrow morning, I'm going over to the house, talk to my wife, just she and I, no lawyers, no counselors.
No neighbor.
That's right, just she and I. She was saying that the counselors, this was all my doing, my decisions to become distant and to end it all. And that's just not true. So I'm going to tell her calmly, plainly, and she's got to understand.
I wish you the best.
You're both dreaming. You know that, right, Sarah?
It's all right to dream sometimes.
Oh, yeah, and how did that work out for you?
Player,
I don't belong in this place. You'll see. You're all gonna see. Tomorrow I'll be moving back home. You'll see.
Oh, hello, fair Miss Chrissy.
Hi, player. Where is everyone?
Rookie thinks he's about to save his marriage. And I'm not sure where everyone else went, but no matter. This gives us a chance to talk, to be, alone a bit.
Okay. So how is Poochie? I love that dog, player. Thanks so much for letting me take care of her when you're away.
She loves you, Chrissy. So it's great all the way around. I could only love a woman who loves my dog, if you know what I mean.
Totally. You remind me so much of my grandfather when you say things like that, player.
Your grandfather.
Yeah, sure. My granddad. He taught me all about loving animals. He bought me my first dog when I was only 4 years old.
Really? Well, I'm not that old. So-
And he always taught me to be nice to my elders, too. He was such a wonderful man. Talking to you about Poochie is almost like having him back for a while.
Mhm. That's great, Chrissy. That's great. I always enjoy bringing people closer to their dead relatives.
You're so funny, player. You got to be the funniest man I know.
Oh, great. I'm 2 for 2, an old geezer and a clown.
What'd you say?
Nothing. Nothing at all. Hey, let's go walk Poochie.
Okay.
Lights down. Scene 4, the basement. WizKid is trying and failing to fold his bed sheets when Chrissy walks in.
Oh, hi. What are you up to here all by yourself?
Mm.
Here, let me help you.
Gee, thanks, Chrissy. I never know what to do with these sheets.
Well, they're easier to fold with 2 people. Here, you take one side and I'll take the other.
Okay.
Now let's fold it in half. Now walk toward each other.
Oh. Well, hello, young ones. Folding sheets? I spent many a happy hour folding sheets with my Brazilian tanning queen.
Flair, you're so funny. You have so many stories. Do you tell stories, people stories about me too?
You are much too young and too beautiful for mere mortals such as I to be singing your praises. You need a chorus of the Greek gods to tell the world of your loveliness.
Oh, Flair, you're such a... How's that cute little dog of yours?
She's great. She's great. Napping now as usual. Hey, say, can you stop by to feed her when I'm away for a day next week? Normally I take her with me, but I can't this time.
Of course, I'd love to.
Great. Hey, why don't you stop by tonight and I'll show you where everything is.
Sounds good. See you later.
Making some progress there, kid?
Come on, player. Just know I'm lost around her. She's so nice, so sweet.
She's got a great ass. And those tits aren't bad either.
Come on, player. It's not like that.
Hey, believe me, kid, it's always like that. How do you think our species has survived this long? Through all the hell this planet has thrown our way? The power of tits and ass.
Sounds like we got here just in time. Who's tits and ass?
I'm speaking in the cosmic sense, lawyer.
Cosmic tits and ass. There's a concept I can get my head around.
Or under, anyway.
Gentlemen, I was just explaining to our young friend here that the world owes its very existence to the power of tits and ass. How do you think primitive man would have survived one day, fighting off giant woolly mammoths and all sorts of untold beasts if he wasn't looking for some tits and ass to bed down with him at night in his cave?
And that's how cave drawing started, wasn't it, player?
Yeah, you're so right. Imagine caveman saying, "So, cave girl, want to see my etching tonight by cave light?"
You guys,
Listen to the kid. When he's right, he's right.
Thank you, dear brother. And how are those lovely tits and ass of my dear sister-in-law?
Out of your reach, player. Well, out of your reach.
He got you there.
Oh, yeah, did he really? Well, back to our young friend. Let me tell you a story to illustrate my point so that even you'll get it. So, two Indians and a Polish guy were walking through the woods. All of a sudden, one of the Indians ran up a hill to the mouth of the small cave. Woo, woo, woo! He called into the cave, and out comes an answering, woo, woo, woo! He tears off his clothes and runs into the cave. Well, the Polish guy asked the other Indian, what was that all about? And the Indian replied, it's our custom during mating season. When Indian men see a cave, they holler, woo, 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 into the opening. If they get an answer back, it means there's a beautiful squaw in there waiting for us. So just then, they came upon another cave. The second Indian runs up to the cave and yells, woo, 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 comes back. So he tears off his clothes and runs into the opening. The Polish guy wanders around the woods for a while and sees a third large cave. He thinks, oh man, look at the size of this cave. It's bigger than those the Indians found. There must be some really big, fine woman in this cave. So he stands in front of the opening and hollers with all his might, woo, 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 like the others. And then he hears an answering call, woo, woo. With a gleam in his eye and a smile on his face, he races into the cave, tearing off his clothes as he ran. The following day, the headline of the local newspaper read, train strikes pole and continues journey. Oh, hey, grown all you like, gentlemen. It's just a great illustration of the power of tits and ass.
That is the dumbest story I've ever heard. What do you expect the kid to learn from that? Here's a story for you, kid. A few years back, after my second divorce, I was out on a date with this really hot chick from up the shore. You could tell she had some serious money. Great clothes, big house on the lake, Porsche in the driveway. She must have taken the X, but good, just my kind of woman. So I take her out to this posh restaurant. I spend like $100 just on drinks to get her nice and friendly. And after dinner, we go back to her mansion. She was built top to bottom, mind you. Best body money could buy. So we get to her place. We start drinking again. And I'm thinking, I'm in like Flynn. It's going to be rockin' evening for me.
so what happened next?
Suddenly, she says she wants to get into something more comfortable. And I should come with her. Up the long winding staircase we go to this big bedroom with a big 4-post bed. I'm really ready for it now. She goes over to her nightstand, opens the top drawer, and pulls out rosary beads.
Rosary beads.
Rosary beads. And she lays them down the middle of this king-size bed, and then she strips naked right in front of me and says, if you stay tonight, you stay on those side of the rosary beads, and I'll stay on mine.
Scum!
What did you do? What'd you do?
I said the rosary more times that night than I did in 8 years of Catholic grade school.
The power of tits and ass.
The power of tits and ass.
Amen, brother.
Oh, rookie, just in time to hear some tits and ass stories.
Hey, rookie, what's wrong, man? You look out of it.
Oh, what's up, my getting divorced friend? And did you go confront the wife this morning like you said you would? How'd that work out for you, tough guy? Get back in the house just here to, let us know?
How about you shut your fucking mouth?
Hey, take it easy. What's up your ass?
I'll tell you what's up my ass. Yeah, I did go over there today. First thing this morning, drove my car to what's still my house and banged on the damn door until she opened it up.
Oh my God.
So she comes, open the door, and she starts in on me. what are you doing? The kids are still asleep. They're better off without you. Doing something like this. You're so dangerous. We're all better off without you. I wish you'd never been born, never been blah, blah, blah. But I don't care. See, because I want to see my kids. So I storm in there, run upstairs. Now she's on the phone calling the cops. My ex-husband is here. He's terrorizing me. Can you believe that? The balls on this woman.
She was playing her trump card, brother. What did you expect?
So all this shit wakes up my 4-year-old. She walks out of the room into the upstairs hall where I'm standing, see what's going on. And she runs up to me and she starts crying. So I take her in my arms. I bring her downstairs to sit on the couch, try to calm her down. And by now the damn cops have come and they start telling me to leave. And I say, this is still my house. Doesn't matter. Back and forth we go. My daughter's starting to cry again. My wife's saying they'd all be better off if I was dead, that she prays for me to die so she doesn't have to put up with me anymore. So the cops take my daughter. They get me outside to my car, and I'm just sitting there crying. I'm fucking crying like a little girl. And they won't leave until I do. You have to go, they tell me. Somehow I drive myself to work. I get through the day. I don't remember a thing that happened. And now it's like,
Hey, have a beer. You need one.
I don't need your fucking beer. And I don't need your fucking bullshit stories about how many women that you fucked, how many women you've been with. That's not me. That's not my life. My life
The
is...
life you had is over, buddy. The sooner you get that, the sooner you can move on.
Move on to what? To this? To living in a one-room cell? To hearing my kids are better off without me, better off with me dead?
You know, not everyone is cut out to be married. Maybe you'll be
What? What will I be, huh? What? A bum? My marriage is my whole life. My dreams for the big house in the suburbs, the 2 kids, the dream, the American dream. My grandparents came here for me to get that. And I've lost it all. I've lost everything. I've lost fucking everything. My friends aren't talking to me because they were our friends, right? So the things that I used to do to relax were the things that she liked to do. So I have no life without that marriage. I got nothing. And my children are...
Forget them. You're never gonna get them in the divorce. They'll just come to think of you as a fun uncle. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Everything is wrong with that. What don't you understand? Everything.
It's the same, man. You just need to calm down. I think you need maybe...
What I need is my life back. I don't need this shit. I gotta...
$200. That guy cracks up before the night is over.
Are you serious?
I'm always serious about money, brother. You of all people should know that.
Player, I don't...
But player what? We all have to take care of ourselves, kid. All of us, even him. He just wants to be miserable now, that's all. In a few months, he'll be using chicks and tossing them aside like old shoes before they screw him over again like this one is doing.
I don't know. He seems pretty broken up.
But nothing to put him in back together like a good piece of ass, kid. Remember, tits and ass. It works even more when you're on the comeback trail. You know, time to mount that next wild pony that comes around the trail.
Ride the wild bronco.
Shoot the rapids.
Loop the loop, my friends.
Jump the fucking shark.
And fill the Grand Canyon.
Having your fun, boys? Can't say I'm sorry I wasn't here when this started.
Didn't see you come in, Sarah.
Yeah, obviously, but you all might want to stop for a minute and head upstairs, Mr. Landlord.
Why?
You need to have your pipes checked. I thought I smelled gas on the second floor hall just now, so I came down to tell you.
You mean Mr. Casanova on 2B is having one of his fart attacks again? Not much a landlord can do about that, is there?
Not that kind of gas, colorful as you make it sound, lawyer. I mean real gas, like from a stove.
A stove?
Oh. Hey, doesn't the rookie live on? You guys don't think that...
Hey, I called it again. You better pay me now, gents. It's gonna get real busy in here real quick.
What is he talking about now?
Oh, shit. Quick, everybody come with me. I've got a pass key.
Right, player.
Whoa, not me, kid. This isn't my party.
Come on, we're gonna need all the help.
It's your building, brother. Your liability, not mine.
You bastard.
Oh,
Oh my God. Let's get in there. Open some windows, you guys. Hurry.
He's in here. Hurry, get him out. Kid, call 911 right now.
I'm on it. Get him out of there. Get him out.
Time for me to take Poochie for a walk. It's prime time for chicks to be in the dog park. Time to roll out the chick magnet.
The player leaves and the lights fade to black. End of Act 1. You may wish to pause the video, as this break will only last for 15 seconds. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are about to begin Act 2, and the director, Michael Susko, has been able to join us, so he will resume the stage direction narration. Michael, whenever you are ready.
Boys in the Basement, Act 2. Scene 1. The basement. Player is sitting in his chair, contemplating a cold beer when Sarah walks in with her laundry. She sees Player, but tries to ignore him, only to hear him call her name.
Oh, hello, Sarah. You ever think about the majesty of a fine brew?
What? Oh, no, player. I don't tend to sit around thinking about beer.
It's a pity. There's such art, such craftsmanship in a really good beer.
Yeah, good to see you're still thinking about trivia instead of anything that really matters in life, player.
Beer matters. It matters to me.
Right, and not much else does it? I will never know what I saw in you, player.
Well, you saw a man of the world, well versed in the finer arts, including the sexual arts.
It wasn't all about the sex for me.
Wasn't it?
No. You never understood that, did you?
Well, I understood you were hurting and needed a shoulder to lean on.
Shoulder? You gave me more than a shoulder as I remember it.
Because you wanted more. Hey, I didn't do anything you didn't want. Locked in an unhappy marriage, of course you wanted sex with me.
I wanted more than that, player. So much more. I fell in love with you.
You thought you did.
I fell in love with you. I left my husband for you.
You would have left him anyway.
You don't know that. I don't know that.
I know no woman gives herself to a man like you did if she's not ready to move on.
You are so full of shit. How did I ever love you? Once I got divorced, you tossed me aside like trash.
We'd run our course. That's all. It was time for me to move on and for you to find a husband.
Yeah, and that's all fine with you, isn't it? Just fine.
Sarah, we've had this conversation before and it never changes. You need to move on. We had our fun. We enjoyed each other. Move on.
I have moved on, you bastard. I moved far away from you.
And yet you live in the same building.
I hate you, you bastard. I hate you.
hi, Sarah.
Never mind her, kid.
What happened?
Nothing. Just nothing at all. She was just being a woman.
Oh, yeah. Women.
Right.
Yeah, right. What?
Never mind, kid. Let's talk about something. How was your conquest of the fair Miss Chrissy going?
Oh, it's not going anywhere. Anywhere. I never know what to do or say with her. We were folding sheets here 2 weeks ago, and I thought I might try to kiss her, but I just couldn't do it.
Kiss her? You should have grabbed her and taken her right on the table over there.
Really? I could never.
Are you a man or a mouse? Women want bad men. Sure, they spell all this bullshit about wanting sensitive guys, but when it comes down to it, Who do they really want? The bad boys, the scum, the anti-hero in all the movies.
You are the man, player. Tell me more.
Sean Penn, he's a bum. But women dream of him ripping off their panties and throwing them on his bed.
Sounds hot.
Exactly.
Do you really think I could?
Throw some balls, kid. Next time you're alone with her, take her. She's probably been waiting for it all along.
You are the man, player. Yeah.
Gentlemen, just in time to join us for an evening brewski.
Hello, brother.
Hey, player, how's it hanging?
Well, more impressively than yours, lawyer. Always more impressively.
Not today, big man. Not today. I'm just back from you know where.
Oh, a strip club.
No, my ex's. Her old man is out of town.
Oh, so when he's out, you're in.
You could say that. In fact, you could say that 3 times.
She puts it out, and there you are to pick it up. Just like the garbage man.
What she was putting out was no garbage, player. More like wondrous, ripe melons.
Cantaloupes?
You do?
Watermelons, gentlemen. Watermelons.
You are so wit, lawyer, man, so wit. She calls you and you go running with your fly open, ready for action. Never mind how much she took you for. Never mind how little she lets you see your kids. Never mind any of that, because she has it. She has the power over you. You know, the power of the...
Oh my God, not the power.
I wish someone had that over me. Please, please.
Wait, take it easy, kid. No, you don't. You give that up. What are you?
Happy?
Exhausted.
Not a man. You keep the power. You tell them where, when, and how often. You, not them.
Big talk for a man who spends most of his time in a basement.
I have other pursuits, dear brother. Other pursuits.
Oh, right. Other pursuits like walking that midget dog to get chicks.
Well, that and other things. Believe me, brother, I have the power. Oh, well, speaking of power, look who's back. Welcome home, rookie. Have a beer.
Thanks. Thanks, kid. Thanks, player. How are you guys doing?
I just had sex with my ex for 3 hours straight.
Oh, okay.
It was light years better than okay, rookie.
Enough, lawyer. Give the man a break. He's been locked away in that psych ward for 2 weeks. Give him a chance to breathe some fresh air for a change.
Indeed. Hey, welcome back to civilization, rookie. You feeling better now? Not thinking of taking the big plunge anymore? Pulling the last ripcord, doffing the old spaniel, clipping.
That's enough, brother, enough. Welcome back, rookie. It's glad to see you're okay. You gave us quite a scare there. Guess what? I gave you a brand new electric stove.
Welcome back, rookie.
Yeah, good to see you're back. God, we were all so worried about you.
I was worried about me too. I'm good now. I'm good. Had a lot of time there to work things out in my head.
Was that before or after they gave you the shock treatment? And that will straighten out your head.
I didn't get that, player. Although I wasn't there with guys who did. And man, seeing what they went through, seeing and hearing about what a lot of the people have been through in there, it all helped me to get my head back on straight. Like I'm getting divorced. I'm just getting divorced, that's all.
That's right, rookie. Just getting divorced. It's like changing your pants, that's all. Like changing your old pants.
It's not exactly like that, but thanks for the thought, Marvin.
We're just glad to see you well. It sounds like you have a much better handle on things now.
Yeah. But if you didn't get the shocks, how'd they help you? Lock you away with a shrink for 20 hours? Sleep deprivation? Chinese water torture?
Lawyer, those are tortures. You don't get tortured in a psych ward.
What do you call running 1,000 volts through someone?
Well, besides that, and he said he didn't have that.
No, it was nothing like that. I did start seeing a shrink lawyer, but only for an hour a day. And we also had group therapy every night. And hearing some of the stories there, that helped me too. You know, it helped me to realize I wasn't going through as much as some of those people. And I'd better get myself back in the world. Man, my God, this one girl talked about how she grew up in a cult and her parents had guys start trying to get her pregnant from the time she was like 12. She wouldn't let anyone get near her in those meetings. She couldn't be touched. Didn't even like being talked to. Another kid, nicest kid you'd ever want to meet. He was maybe 14, 15, seemed so calm, so sweet. The guy tried to drink a gallon of antifreeze to kill himself. His parents would come visit every day, but he wouldn't see them. I guess he was too ashamed.
Or maybe they drove him to it. I wouldn't want to see them either.
Player.
There.
Come on, player.
Well, I'm just glad that helped you. I'm really glad to hear that.
Yeah, not just that. We also did this thing called psychodrama, where the shrinks who ran the group encouraged us to act out how we were feeling. I didn't want to do it at first. I thought they were all crazy, but after a few nights of watching other people act out their pain, I thought I was ready to give it a shot.
Yeah, I mean, that actually sounds really helpful. What'd you learn from it?
Honestly, I figured out what I was really feeling, why I was so depressed and upset.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear that.
Were there chicks involved?
Lawyer?
Best way I know to get over being depressed. Convince some hot chick she's the only one who can help you out of it.
The depressed guy routine. It's a winner every time.
That doesn't work with my wife.
You sure?
Sure, tried it a lot.
Will you guys shut up? Sorry, rookie. You were saying?
Well, we honestly, it'd be easier if I showed you. Are you willing to help me out?
Oh, help some nut job act out his fantasies? No, not me. Thank you.
Me either. I don't need no psycho whatever to keep my marriage together. I'm the happy one.
Well, it won't be so happy if I tell your wife about the storage locker full of Playboys you keep down here. So you two can sit down, shut up, and listen.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Sarah. I appreciate it. I'm gonna need you to help me act out the scene. So you play my wife. I mean, my ex-wife, obviously.
Really? What do I do and say?
You just do and say whatever you think she would, based on what I've told you about her. Kid, you play my son. He's 8. Chrissy, you play my 4-year-old daughter.
Always the young one. But for you, okay.
All right. So the idea the first time I did this was to arrange the family as I saw them and then have a conversation about what I wanted. So Sarah, you get in the middle facing me with one kid holding each of your hands. So they're standing on either side of you, all facing me. I'm over here.
Come on, you two, in your places. All right, we're ready. What next?
So I'm over here facing you all, and I start talking. Once we start, stay in character the whole time, and just say whatever you think your characters would say. Mary, don't do this. Don't rip our family apart. We can work this out.
You ripped this family apart. It's all your fault.
My fault. What did I do? I work hard for this family.
You can't even hold a job. You keep hopping from one to the other. We need stability.
I've given you stability. I always get more money. It's just the nature of what I do.
You're worthless around this house. You can't fix a thing.
I can't fix anything because you just want me to be your father.
And you just want me to be your whore. That's the only reason you married me, isn't it? You didn't have the balls to have sex with someone you weren't married to.
Mommy and Daddy are fighting and yelling again. I'm scared.
No, honey. No, sweetie. Don't be scared. It's okay. It's all right.
I'm scared too. I don't want any more yelling. I'm scared too. Mommy, make him stop. Make Daddy stop. He never yelled before she was born. It's all her fault. I hate her.
And I hate you too. You're a mean brother. I hate you.
Do you see what you've done? Do you see what you've done? You're destroying this family, these children. You're horrible. Horrible. We'd all be better off if you were dead.
Say that, honey. Please don't
We
say that.
would. I come home from work every night, tired, exhausted, and I'm afraid to open our front door, afraid to deal with you again, to deal with what you're doing to this family. I wish you were dead. Every night before I open the door, I wish you were dead. I wish I'd get a phone call from your office saying you keeled over or died at your desk, or that a train hit you on the way home, or a car or a truck.
You can't mean that. Don't say that. We have to stop. We have to. For the kids.
The children are better off without you.
You heartless bitch.
Make him stop, Mommy. Make him stop.
Don't yell at Mommy. Don't yell.
Better get out of here. Get out of here now.
But I.
That what getting divorced is like?
It's worse. It's much worse. Imagine living that for days and weeks and months.
Months?
And years.
Years? How long were you miserable in that marriage?
10 years.
10 years? How could you live unhappily for 10 years?
You know, it's funny. That's what the shrink asked me too. How could you just accept being unhappy for 10 years? I don't know. I just came to expect it. That's all. Being unhappy seemed normal to me. Everyone I knew was pretty much unhappy.
You said you're a journalist, right? Well, that explains a lot.
Yeah, I suppose. I don't know any happy journalists.
You are a brave man for sharing all of that with us.
Brave? I don't think so. I've just been to hell and back. And after dealing with all that, sharing isn't all that difficult.
So putting yourself through the pain helps.
It did. I had to face it, so I could move on.
It sounds like psycho bullshit to me. The only good from pain is no good. Why subject yourself to it?
Because he wants to feel something again. He wants to be happy. He wants to remember what that's like so he can find that again.
Bullshit.
No, she's right. I needed to get past that. And I started to. I have started. By the last session, I had a whole new scene to play.
Good for you. Show us that one too.
No, you've been kind enough already. I couldn't.
Yeah, come on. We can handle another scene. Do we start to like each other in another scene?
Sort of. You all sure you want to do this? All right. Well, I need to set you up again. Okay. So, this was the last scene I did. Kids are waiting for me to finish washing the dishes, playing by themselves. Hi, kids. Daddy's done in the kitchen. You ready to play?
Hi, Daddy. I missed you. Can I have a hug?
I want a hug too.
Hugs for everybody. I love you. I love you both so much. Have you been getting along with your sister?
Yes, Daddy. I'm trying, but it's hard sometimes. I hate her sometimes.
Don't say that. Don't hate her. Okay? Never hate her. She's your sister. You love her. Deep down, I know you love her. You know that too, don't you?
I guess so. It's just before her, everything seemed okay. You were still living with us, and then everything seemed okay.
I know that it seemed that way to you, but you were very little then. Very little. I can't explain all of this to you until you're older, but you have to believe me that everything wasn't okay then. Okay? It wasn't okay for Mommy and me.
But why not, Daddy? Why not? Everyone else has parents who live together. Why can't I? I'm the only one in my class who doesn't. The kids call me a freak. I don't want to be a freak, Daddy.
You're not a freak, son. You hear me? You're not. What happened with your mom and me has nothing to do with you. Absolutely nothing to do with you. I love you. We both love you. You have to remember that, okay?
What's talking about, Dad? You and Mom together? You've always been somewhere else, haven't you? I don't remember you living with us.
Oh, Dad, I try to tell her, but she doesn't.
It's okay, son. Don't try to tell her. It's all right.
It's time to go, kids. Let's get home. I hope you haven't screwed them up too much on this visit. Bought them junk food and kept them up at all hours. She's not talking to me now, you know that? She just climbs up whenever I try. And he keeps yelling at me. He won't do the chores I give him. They're both freaks, if you ask me. Freaks just like they're...
They are not freaks. They are our children. Ours.
I never should have let you father my children. Ever. I don't know what I was thinking.
Goodbye, you two. I'll see you soon. Be good. Love each other, okay?
I miss you, Daddy. I miss you already. Why can't we be with you? Why can't I see you more? Daddy, Daddy.
I love you, okay? I love you always. And whether we're together or, we're not, I always love you. Remember that. Remember that.
Really like that.
It's worse. For the first few years after my first divorce, my little girl would stand crying at the screen door of her mother's house every Sunday I dropped her off there. Crying. Just crying. She got older, she'd be trying to run back out to my car. My son, he would just run away on his bike to my apartment waiting for me to get home from work. Just waiting, and sometimes in the rain and the snow. I had to beg him not to. I had to beg him.
You give me shit for walking out on my daughter? Who's the bigger fool, me or you? Look, cut your ties, cut your losses, and move on. Those kids will never love you like a real father. Never. With their mother filling their heads with shit about you, they'll come to hate you as much as she does.
They don't have to hate you. You have to try. You have to try to hold on to them.
For what? Man is made to hunt and conquer, not grovel for children.
Stop it, player. Just...
It's okay, Sarah. It's all right. I know what I have to do now. I have to fight to stay in my children's lives. I have to.
Good for you. You do what's right.
What's right? I'm not sure what that even means anymore. All I know is I have to keep my children somehow. So tomorrow, I start looking for a new divorce lawyer. The one I had, he freaked out when I called him from the hospital. Said my stay in there cancels out any chance I have for visitation. So I need a new lawyer.
I can help you find one. There's a group of divorce guys who rate lawyers for how well they do for their male clients. I'll put you in touch with them. So come up with me right now. I'll dig up the number for you.
That sounds great. Thank you. I really appreciate it.
He's an idiot, if you ask me.
No one is asking you.
He just wants Payne to be his friend again. That's all he's used to. Not me. Not me, brother. Never again.
It's hard for me to believe we're related sometimes.
Believe whatever you want. It's time for me to walk Poochie.
I can help with that, Claire. He's such a cute little dog.
Of course, my dear. He loves having you around. Well, come with us and I'll show you how to groom him too. How he likes to have his coat combed, just so.
Sounds fun.
Why does she go with him?
What are you talking about?
Yes, what are you talking about?
Haven't you noticed Chrissy has been spending an awful lot of time with Player recently? Like an awful lot.
She just likes playing with his dog. That's all, kid.
Yeah, his dog. Lots of women like playing with his dog.
Stop it. You can be just as obnoxious as him sometimes.
Sorry, Sarah. Time for me to go.
Hey, Sarah, can I ask you something? I've come to think of you like a second mother, so I was wondering if...
Hey, you can ask, but do not call me your mother again, okay?
Okay.
Okay. So what do you want to ask?
Well, I really like Chrissy, but I just get so tongue-tied around her. I don't know how to get her to like me. Claire told me to just go after her, to be a man and take her, but I don't think
Kid,
that...
stop. Stop that right now. Look, just be nice to her. Be yourself. Tell her how you feel about her.
I can't do that, Sarah. I can't.
Kid runs out of the laundry room. Lights down. Scene 2. It's 10 months later. Rookie is folding his laundry alone in the basement. Player comes in.
Well, there's the divorce man. How's it hanging, Rookie?
Fine, player. Fine.
I had to go in court today. How much you get taken for?
What are you talking about?
You know what I'm talking about. How much you get taken for? How much you paying her?
25% of my salary.
So a quarter of every dollar you make goes to Uncle Sam, and another quarter goes to the Wicked Witch of the suburbs. Nice.
You got that right.
But what about your big house? What'd you get for your share? 25 cents on the dollar you put into it?
30.
30? Oh, good for you, Rookie. The new lawyer must have been good. Well, good for you. She gets the $1 million house and you get 30 cents?
Yeah. Yeah, it's been some day. You know what the first thing she did after the divorce was finalized? She and her attorney immediately asked the judge to accept a motion to change her name back, to drop my last name. Like we were never married. Like I never even existed in her life, wiping me from her life like a cheap eraser. Fuck. So I go through all that, and then I get home, and as I'm walking up the stairs, I hear talking coming from my apartment. I get to the front door and it's open. So I think, damn, I just got fleeced in court and now I'm getting robbed too. Got me so pissed off. I charge in there. I'm ready to kill somebody.
Hey, that shows some balls, Rookie. Who'd you get?
Nobody. It turns out there was a crew installing new baseboard heating in my apartment. I told your brother about how cold the place got as the weather turned cold, so he decided to surprise me with new heating.
A saint. My brother is a saint. His wife's a sinner, though. She's definitely a sinner.
Why are you talking like that? He's not even here for you to razz.
She wants me. You know that, right? Like, she's always wanted me.
What are you talking about? You starting to believe your own PR?
Hey, it's not PR. It's fact. Look, every woman wants me.
Yeah, that must get awfully tiring.
No, not really. I do yoga. That helps.
Maybe I should try that. I just like one woman to want me again.
You just need sex again. Nothing makes a man feel more like a man than good sex. Great sex can make a man conquer the world.
I'd settle for any sex. I'd settle for just one woman who actually enjoys having sex with me.
Wait, why don't you go for that new chick who just moved in on the 3rd floor? She's got a great ass. I walked up the stairs behind her the other day. That's all I could do not to just like grab it right there.
Yeah, you're some humanitarian there, player.
Hey, listen, I'll tell you what. I'll keep my hands off her, leave her for you. Go get her. Leave her some cookies outside her door with a note welcoming her to the building. And that should work to break the ice.
What are you two talking about now?
Getting the rookie back on the horse, taking him to the rodeo, putting him on the bucking bronco again.
Ah, sex.
Not exactly. Player was telling me I should try dating that new woman on the 3rd floor.
Oh, her. Yeah, I suppose she's attractive. In an older woman sort of way.
Oh, and the claws come out.
No, what? Look, if you like her, Rookie, just talk to her when you see her and get to know her first.
Shit! The boy hasn't had sex in eons. He needs to grab her. I gave him the blueprint. He'll have her in bed in no time. Remember, the 3-date rule, Rookie.
What 3-day rule?
The 3-date rule. Maybe the only good rule player has ever come up with.
Yeah, that sounds like my cue to leave you boys to your prattle. Bye, boys.
Bye, Sarah. Bye, Sarah. What are you guys talking about?
I don't know, something called the 3-date rule.
Oh, great. I love that rule.
All right, go ahead, player. What is this 3-date rule?
Simple. You have sex with a woman by the 3rd date, or you drop her like a stone.
That sounds crazy.
No, it works every time, rookie. Just listen.
Thank you, lawyer man. As I was saying, 1st date, you scout the territory. Listen for what turns her on. Pick your strategy. Does she like the strong, silent type who will rip her clothes off and throw her on the bed? Does she want the sensitive guy? Or does she want the emotionally broken man who needs to be rebuilt?
That's my favorite. I use that one a lot.
No doubt. The 2nd date, you're making moves. You're getting clothes off, getting the heavy breathing. Make your run around the bases.
Excuse me, can we go over the bases are again? I always forget.
That's because you never get to the ballpark, kid. You got to see the bases to play the game.
I know. I've been trying with Chrissy, but
Just go for her, kid. I've been talking you up every chance I get. Make your move with her.
really, you are the man, player. You are the man.
Exactly. Now, on the 3rd date, you go for her. Get her drunk if you want.
That always works for me.
Then you start making your moves. Get those clothes off, fast or slow, up to you, and take her.
What if she says no?
Run. Don't walk away. She's a frigid bitch, and there's no upside to staying.
I stayed.
And said the rosary, we know. Run. Don't walk, rookie.
I don't know about the 3-date rule, but I would like to be with a woman again. To feel a woman's touch, to just feel wanted again. Maybe I'll try with that new woman on the 3rd floor.
3rd floor, 3-date rule. It's easy to remember.
Lights down. Scene 3. Chrissy is in the basement folding laundry on one of the tables in the boys' room. Whiz Kid enters and sees her before she sees him. He musters his courage and approaches her more boldly than usual.
Well, hello there, baby. I'm liking the way you're folding there. Have some sheets we can share?
Oh, hello, Aloysius. I didn't hear you come down the stairs. What did you say?
I said, let's get in the sheets, lover. We've waited long enough.
What are you doing? Stop it. Stop right now. What are you thinking?
I'm just doing what player told me. He told me to grab you. He said that's what you wanted. I figured he knew. You've been spending so much time with him and his dog. I figured he'd already slept with you, and maybe it's my turn now. Oh, stop that. I didn't mean to.
You were just being an idiot. I thought you were different from these other pathetic souls. I know they only think of me as the dumb blonde. My God, when is the stereotype of the beautiful woman being dumb going to end? I thought maybe you could see me as a person, not just some tits and ass walking up and down the stairs. That's what you all talk about, isn't it? Tits and ass? I'm a person, moron, not some fantasy object for you.
Oh, please. You're always kissing up to player, walking his dog, checking on it when he's away. What else have you been checking on in his apartment?
You really have no idea who I am, do you? You really think I would have sex with that lonely old man?
What are you talking about? Player? Lonely? He can get any woman he wants, anytime.
Oh, kid, grow up, will you? Really look at him. Is that how you want to end up? Drinking beer in a basement, telling stories about your glory days 20 years ago, 30 years ago? I really thought you were different. I will not be degraded by you or anyone else. I thought you were a nice guy, but now I just pity you too. And I don't need another pathetic man in my life. Get away from me.
Stick your head in a dryer to warm up, kid?
And don't go breaking my dryers.
What? Oh, sorry. Hi, guys.
We just had the fair Chrissy run by us. That plus the yelling we heard walking down here tells me the kid struck out.
Player, it didn't work. Told me to grab her, but it didn't work.
I can see that, kid. We can all see that. Your technique must have been off. Women love the caveman approach.
It works better if you have money. The rich caveman is always better.
Oh, brother. Here we go again. You guys are
Getting a lot more than you. Getting a lot more than you, brother. A lot more than you.
but at least mine is all mine and she loves me.
Always so sure of yourself. Always telling us all the things we did wrong. How you're the only one who can stay married.
That's right, brother. You and your bunch are a bunch of losers.
Oh, please, don't start being Mr. Self-Righteous. Think you really know how to be married, smartass? I don't want your bullshit today. I'm sick of it. I'll tell you what. I'll bet you $200 your loving wife is doing the nasty with someone else.
You're crazy. You've always been crazy. You and your crazy bets.
Yeah, crazy like a fox.
Yeah, a crazy fox. That's the stupidest bet I've ever heard.
So take it. Make a quick 200.
Even if she was, and there's no way on earth my loving wife would step out on me, but even if she was, you wouldn't have any proof of it. You're bluffing this time, brother, bluffing. It's time to take you down a peg.
So bet me $200.
Make it 400.
Make it 500.
Make it 1,000.
Done. I'm fucking her.
What?
That's right. That wife you're so smug about, she's doing the nasty with me these days. Stick that up your smug ass and smoke it.
You're bullshitting. You're the king bullshitter, and now you're proving it.
Bullshit. I can prove it. You know that tattoo she has on her right hip? The rose? The red rose?
You bastard.
I'm sick and tired of hearing you, you arrogant prick. Always talking about how you and only you know how to be married. Only you can keep his wife happy. Only you. Bullshit with a capital B, brother. All she needed was a real man to come along. I can get anyone.
Not after I get through with you. I'll rip your fuck.
Whoa, 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 whoa. What did I miss? What are you guys fighting about?
Well, Player just said he's having sex with his sister-in-law,
What?
and Kid here just tried to grab Chrissy, and she belted him one.
Twice.
Twice. You up to speed now? And how's your love life been?
Not nearly that exciting.
Player, what is wrong with you?
That's what he gets for being such an asshole about being married. He has no idea how his wife is feeling, how bored she is with him, with them. He's such an imbecile. Never takes her anywhere, never tells her he loves her, never does anything for her. She was easy pickings for me.
Just like I was?
What?
Yeah, that's right. He got me too. He got me good. It was years ago when we were both a lot younger. I hadn't been married long, but the whole thing just wasn't seeming right. And then along he comes, just when I'm doubting everything, doubting my marriage, doubting myself. Along he comes, the handsome young trader, so smart, so successful, so worldly. He'd never noticed me, I thought. Not plain old me, not boring married me, home every night right after work. He was going out to all-night parties, jetting off to Paris. He'd be bored with me in a minute.
But Sarah is...
Shut up, you heel. That first time you talked to me, I couldn't believe it. I just couldn't believe it. All the things you talked about, I didn't know what half of them meant, but it all sounded so smart, so beyond anything I'd ever known. I fell in love with you. In love with you before you ever got my clothes off.
Did he caveman you?
What? Is that what you did to Chrissy? No, we have to talk, but no, that's nothing like what he did. The first time we spent any time together, all we did was talk. We'd been at a late meeting at the brokerage office where we worked, and it was snowing out, snowing hard. My apartment then was only a few blocks from the office downtown, so I told him to come over and we could call him a cab and he could warm up while he waited. My husband was out of town for work, so he came over and we talked.
You talked.
We talked hours and hours. Before we knew it, the clock struck 12 and he said he really had to go. Snow had stopped, so I walked him to the door. He leaned in to hug me goodbye, and he gave me the sweetest tiny kiss on my forehead and said,
That your husband was a lucky man.
"That is what you said."
So what happened? Did you get married?
Of course not.
Was it on the third date?
There was no third date rule then. This was before.
Before what? We got together more often and we ended up having sex. You bastard, you were just using me for that the whole time, weren't you? Just another notch on your belt. That's what you said, isn't it? Just another... We've had this conversation, and it's always the same.
Not another notch, no. Since I'm coming clean tonight, this won't be the same conversation. Today we'll have a different ending. The real ending. Sarah, I did love you.
Now I know I've died and gone to an alternate reality.
It's true. I loved you, Sarah. That's why I had to walk away from you.
What? Why would you?
Because I knew. I knew I wasn't good enough for you. I can never be good enough for you. Look, you needed a real man, Sarah, a good, decent man. A man who could give you that house in the suburbs you wanted and those 5 kids you kept talking about. That wasn't me.
Could have been you.
No, it couldn't. I was living the high life then. The women, the cars, the trips, planes, drugs. I wasn't good enough for you.
Could have helped you. You could have changed if you loved me. You could.
But we are what we are, Sarah.
No.
Yes.
Holy shit.
Say that again.
I have to go home right now.
So, kid, what did you do to Chrissy?
I was just trying to. Claire told me she would.
You apologized to her.
I'm sorry, Chrissy. I would never do anything to hurt you. I would never. You're not just a sex object to me, I promise. I'm an idiot. That's all. An idiot. I'll leave you alone. I'll stay far away.
You were acting like a pig. I don't want another pig in my life. My grandfather was a notorious pig in his day.
Your grandfather?
Oh, sure. Why do you think my grandma left him? He never could really love anyone, she said, only that mangy dog of his. The dog never questioned him, he told me once. The dog just gave him unconditional love. No woman would do that for him, he complained. Of course not. He was a leech, even I knew that. When I was a teenager in high school and I brought girlfriends over to see his dog, he'd make place for them. Can you believe that? Why don't you just be you? You seem like a nice guy. You're funny and smart, and
Really?
you should have just asked. We could have talked. Maybe gone for coffee, gotten to know each other.
Sound familiar, kid?
Yeah, Sarah. Chrissy, could we maybe just talk a little? I'm not very interesting. I mean, I do computer programming. I know that sounds boring. It's just,
Why would you think that?
What?
Did you ever think to ask me what I do for a living?
What? Well, no. What you do for a living really wasn't something I.
Okay, watch yourself. Stop now.
Okay, sorry. So what do you do for a living?
Computer programming.
Really? I didn't think there were any women programmers.
Oh yeah, well, think again because I'm one of them. I love it. Can you do basic?
Of course.
COBOL?
Natch, C++, C double plus,
Now you're just showing off.
Fortran.
Stop it. You're turning a girl's head. Assembler?
We have got to talk more. Do you want to see some programs I'm working on now? I'm stuck on some logic problems in my apartment. If you wanted to.
Well, okay. If you stay a gentleman, I would love to. Why don't you carry my laundry upstairs for me?
Of course.
Wow. What a day, huh? Can't miss a minute here. There's just too much happening. Are you okay, Sarah?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. How about you, Rookie? How are you?
Good. I'm good, Sarah. Starting to put my life back together again. I've been looking at bigger apartments, so there's room for the kids when they come over.
Hey, good for you.
And I tried dating that woman on the third floor.
How'd it go? Any rosary beads?
No rosary beads, no deadlines, nothing like that. She seemed pretty nice. I'm still not sure about.
Take your time. You're the rookie, aren't you? Takes time. Time to trust your feelings again. Time to trust who you are, to remember who you are.
Thank you, Sarah. You know, you seem like a very special woman yourself. You think you and I could?
No, Rookie, not every nice woman you meet is going to want to become your lover.
Damn.
Women can be your friends too, believe it or not. Some of them even your best friends.
Really?
Yes, really.
I'll try to remember that. But at the moment, almost a year after my divorce, finding a woman friend isn't on the top of my list. If you know what I mean.
That's enough. No need to say another word.
You got it, Sarah. Thanks for being a friend.
Rookie hugs Sarah and leaves. Lights down. Scene 4. Lights up. Player is sitting with lawyer in the basement as landlord enters.
So she's in hysterics now, pleading with the guy. Please, please help me. Oh. Hello, brother. Haven't seen you here in a while.
I've been busy. Met with the marriage counselor today.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes, she's filed for divorce. Changed the locks. Turns out Player wasn't the only one she was sleeping with.
Brother, I told you you weren't the only one.
Don't push it, brother. Anyway, turns out she had 3 guys.
3 guys?
Yes, 3. The first one.
Hey, say it, brother. You'll feel better.
The first one was her gardening instructor.
Damn.
You bet him on that. Didn't it occur to you he had inside information?
I only bet on a sure thing.
You owe me part of that. It'll help me pay the lawyers I'll be getting.
Maybe I'll think about it. In the meantime, Rookie moved out to his new place, I hear. So there's an apartment open for you.
An apartment. It's more like a room.
With a bathroom in the closet? How can you resist?
Yeah, how can I?
Well, welcome to the club, brother. Now, like I was saying. So she's in hysterics now, pleading with the guy. Oh.
Lights down. End of play. Good. Let us bring the cast back on. Come and take your interweb bows.
And audience, if you'd like to unmute, you certainly may. And as you see,
Thank you for your support of the arts. ATC Studios is a 501c3, and your tax-deductible donations are always gratefully accepted. You may make a donation through our website right on the homepage at www.atcstudios.org or by Venmo at ATC Studios. Thank you for joining us.